Hey everybody, it's the final installment of my 2013 What My Wife Thinks fragrance video setup here. This would be winter, and let's get right to it. Again, it's going to be a number 15, top 15 with 2 honorable mentions, similarly as the autumn one was. So again, same place as the previous honorable mention. The first honorable mention is Memoir Man. My wife apparently likes it, but not enough to put it in the top 15. And just to give you a heads up, I mean, we had the winter one was really hard. My wife actually, like, Taste of Fragrance was like flirting around with getting in, and she had a bunch of things that were, you know, right on the cusp of making it in. But here we are. So again, first honorable mention, Memoir Man. Second one was a complete shock to me. Second honorable mention was actually Montal's Chocolate Greedy. Now, I've said before that I wouldn't want to smell like that it wasn't, you know, it was more of a feminine fragrance, and my wife had kind of agreed, but now not 100% sure that she's feeling the same way. It is a gourmand, as much as a gourmand could possibly ever be. And Spiritus Double Vanille and Tonka Imperial were actually just barely making it in, so the gourmand section was primarily at the end, you know, on the outside looking in. But again, that one made it, so maybe I actually will have to try to wear that. We'll see. Anywho, number 15 would be Burberry's London. Great fragrance, designer. I mean, what else do I need to say? It's very, you know, spicy, cinnamony, piney. It just feels like the season. It's even got a little coat on because it's cold outside. Aw. Anywho, number 15, Burberry's London. Number 14 was kind of a shock that it was so far down. I wear it often, and I absolutely love it, and so do many other people. And that would be Amouage Jubilation 25. Yeah, number 14. You know, again, it's not my list. It's what my wife wants to smell. So, it's her list. So, Jubilation 25. Number 13, also from the House of Amouage, we're looking at Interlude Man. This is another one that I wear a lot, and this one was very high on the fall list, but for some odd reason, my wife, it still made the list, don't get me wrong. That's nothing to, you know, scoff at, and I'll be wearing it a lot, I assure you. But for winter, no, didn't do as high as many others. So, all right. Number 12 from the House of Comme des Garçons, that would be Incense Avignon. Very church-smelling fragrance. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I also sometimes layer this with Ambre Precieux, or Precious, or whatever the hell you want to call it, Precious Amber. That was in the fall list. A lot of times I will layer those two. It's one of the only things that I do layer. That, and I will layer Burberry London sometimes with, Architect by Oriflame, but that didn't make the list. So, anywho, Avignon, Incense Avignon by Comme des Garçons. Incense. That about says it. Number 11, the EDP concentration of one of the most beautiful bottles ever created, in my opinion. That would be Midnight in Paris. Great fragrance. I get the reference to Bulgari Black, but this, in my opinion, is a much better fragrance. But I guess that's just me. And Bulgari Black didn't make the list, and that did. So what's that say? Anywho, Midnight in Paris. Number 10. Only Thierry Mugler to make it. Was it pure malt? Was it pure Havana? And as I said, Taste of Fragrance was on the outside looking in. No, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, it was pure leather. My wife really likes this fragrance. It amps it takes the tar note away. To me, ramps up the mint. It is a very, I don't know why it gets so much hate. It's a beautiful fragrance, to me. Thierry Muglier's Pure Leather. Number 9, the only, well, no, I'm not going to say that. Anyway, number 9, Kilian's Back to Black, raspberry, tobacco, beautiful fragrance, by the House of Kilian, Back to Black. Number 8, from the House of Hermes, from the Hermescence line, it would be Ambre Nagule. This is a travel. I actually have 2 of the travels for this fragrance. Once those are done, I'm sure I'll buy a bottle, but as you can see, I had a long way to go before I actually need to buy that. Anywho, number 7 would be, again, GOF Trumper, Sandalwood. We already talked about this in a previous video. It is similar to Chanel's Ego Est, but with more vanilla and less rose. It is a beautiful, spicy, wonderful, warming fragrance. Let's see. Number 6 from the house of Serge Luton would be Chergui. I really don't need to say much more. Tobacco, hay, beautiful, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful fragrance. And let's see. It's got a weird glare. Sorry, it's the window behind me. Let's see. From the house, number 5, from the house of Guerlain would be Lidge. La Estante de Guerlain Extreme. Anise. Cocoa. Beautiful. It's a wonderful, wonderful fragrance. And apparently my wife loves it so much that it made it into the top 5. And that would be Lidge, La Estante de Guerlain. Number 4 would be from the house of Lattafa. Mer al Oud, spicy cinnamon oud, beautiful fragrance. Amber, it's a beautiful fragrance, but it is beast. So be very careful on the trigger. I read, even made a comment about somebody saying they only got like 2 hours with it. I don't know what the hell is wrong with their skin, but apparently their skin loves it so much they must drink it, because for me it lasts forever and a day. Number 3 from the House of Creed, the only winter creed, would be Royal Oud, my wife's number 3 fragrance. A fresh oud, wonderful, woodsy, spicy fragrance, beautiful stuff. Number 2 was the number 1 on the fall list, and that was, again, another reason why I got to get me a full bottle of this when this gets down to about here. Sometime, I'm sure, toward the end of fall, because I'm sure I'll be wearing it a lot. That is Tobacco Vanille by the House of Tom Ford, the private blend. Great stuff, tobacco and vanille. Vanilla, it's a great, great fragrance. And finally, the number 1. It was kind of a shock to me. I wear it a lot. Maybe that had something to do with it. It was high on... It was in the top 10 of the fall list as well, and that is none other than Amber Oud by Kilian, my wife's number 1 fragrance that she wants to smell on a man, by Kilian's Amber Oud. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Travis, Anime Pimp, on Fragrantica Zenobia, signing off. And again, this is my wife's favorite fragrances to smell on a man in the winter. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed creating these 4 videos, or more or less that all the time that it took for her sampling, smelling, and setting everything apart. So, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this, everybody. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.